Okay, so today I'm going to be reviewing a Revoltech figure. This is from the Fraulein series, and this is number 4, Pocco, or Pocco. I don't know which way you want to pronounce it, but Pocco or Pocco. This is based on a design by Shunya Yamashita. He's a Japanese illustrator. He does really nice, really nice work, and he does a lot of art books and things like that. Um, and so I found this just for $10. And it being based on his work and it being a Revoltech figure, I thought, why not? I don't have the package anymore, but she doesn't come with too much anyways, so basically it's all right here. So let's take a look at her face close up. I really like the detail they went into on this. Everything is really clean. Like those eyes, there's a little bit of makeup around the eyes and stuff like that. Really light paint on the lips and the teeth and everything. The little star, it's all really clean, really high quality. In her hair, there's different, really slight different highlights, it looks like. That's, I don't know, it's like raised paint or something like that. It's kind of globbed on there. But it's on the back, so it's not so bad. There's the red ribbons and stuff. Really good paint applications. I mean, most of her is pretty simple. But where it counts, like all these little buckles, those little straps and everything like that, this is printed on really well. Everything. It's pretty clean, pretty nice. When you lift this up, you can see that the some of the pink or whatever from the underside of that has gotten on her legs and on the hips and stuff like that. If I lift her arms up, you can see. We'll take that arm off for a moment. Yeah, it's kind of scraped on there and stuff, and on the underwear and everything. But I mean, except for that kind of stuff, most of the time you're not going to see it, right? You'll notice I just popped her arm off. Her arms can come off really easily. Both of them can do that without much effort. Oh, usually. Okay, that one's going to stay on, but they pop on and off pretty easy. It's not a big deal, because this is just the kind of figure that sits there. The wings are really cool. They can go out like that, or you can pop them off, just like that. But they're made of a pretty brittle plastic, so I would be careful with them. But they're really well done, so you can see. And then her skin has like a, even texture-wise, it's much softer, I guess, compared to what, like they used a few different plastics. This is more rubbery and things like that, which is a good idea. I really like how her goggles there are not just painted, but they're actually like clear little goggles. They don't come off or anything, but they look really good. Take a look at her arms. These little wrist covers are separate pieces to hide the wrist joints. Now the other arm is bound up like that. See her boots. All buckled up. Got little heels underneath. And the other leg has, I don't know, some kind of stocking on it. So her articulation is, oh, and also actually before I get into that, I'll show the weapon she has. Oh, where are we here? There we go. This cool sword. It's all like chipped up and has a few different colors of metal on it. The outside's a slightly lighter gray. And let's see here. I'm having trouble focusing today. Here we go. Even that bolt is a different color, really well done. And over there it's 34, and then tiny fake text, and then all that stuff. She holds it pretty well. I'm sure if you shook it a lot it would end up coming out, but generally she's holding on to it pretty well. And you can get a lot of range out of her articulation. It's kind of weird articulation in some ways, but I think it actually really helps the character. It gives her a lot of personality, and she can do, well, maybe her hand's too small, but she can do that kind of stuff, you know, like she can rest it on her shoulder, or put her hands up to her goggles, like she's adjusting them, things like that. So it's kind of nice. Just as you're adjusting her, expect her arm to come off, or things like that. So she's got that. I can pop this off and show you. So you can see in there, she's got that going on inside, which gives her a pretty good range of forward, back, up and down. It's nice. And then she's got this kind of cut on her shoulder. Oh, and normally, I should point this out, she has like a purple ribbon that hangs from her arm. I don't remember if that came off after I owned it, or if it was like that when I got it. This thing was, like I said, I think I said it was only $10. It was on sale. Maybe that was part of why. I don't remember, but just so you know, she has a purple ribbon hanging there. Anyways, so there goes the other arm. I told you it would come off. So she's got her elbow there, her wrist, lots of good movement all around. Same on the other arm, which is not on her. Her hips, not too high up, just because of how they cut it in, like in there. It only goes so far. Yeah, you can see kind of in there how it works. Right. Knee and ankle. Tiny bit of ankle movement because of these big boot covers. She tends to stand up pretty well on her own though, so it's not a big deal. Put your arm back on, young lady. There we go. But overall, she's a really nice looking figure. Most Revoltech figures are pretty good looking. They're put a lot of attention to detail and things like that. She certainly has that. And I don't really have too many anime figures, but I thought she was actually a pretty cool one. Really well made. So there you go. I think that's everything. See if you have any questions or anything about that. Let me know. Otherwise, I guess see you next time. Bye-bye.